There are over 40 early game commanders to use, but you as a player have two options in front of you. Option number one is you can go through these commanders, learn how they work, learn how their expertise work, what they're best at, how conquering works and how garrisoning works, and lots of other things which I hope to share with you on my channel. Option number two is you just hit things with Minamoto and Sun Tzu. They are the most universally useful commanders, but please be careful. There is a danger in this. Yes, Minamoto is an absolute monster, but what he is meant for is destroying forts and taking holy sites. But you can, rather than use a conquering commander, hit a city with him and you'll probably get better results. You can garrison with him and you'll probably, in most cases, get better results. You can use him in expedition. You can run at the enemy in Ark of Osiris and you'll probably get better results. The same goes for Sun Tzu. In general, every situation, as a tank, as a damage dealer, as a garrison, as a conquering commander, he'll probably work out best. But be careful. Eventually, you will meet another player who has a better Minamoto and a better Sun Tzu, and your strategy will fall over. What you need to do is use this early game to learn how to use the commanders. You need to learn about rage, and you need to learn about what are the benefits of conquering, garrison, and how skill damage really works. To put forward my case is an example here where I'm going to try and take down campaign level 60 without using tier 4. Before I do that though, I need to just scout my farm so that I can trigger a buff. So that's the War Cry buff, War Frenzy buff. I also have a 7% health and the 5% attack. Let's now go into Expedition and look at level 60. It's a real monster. It's over 370,000 tier 4 and I don't have any tier 4. What I do have is quite a significantly big army to carry in commanders, so I need to make the absolute best of the commanders I've got. My first march is the tank march, of course led by Sun Tzu. And then to get as much damage as I can out of the tier 3, I also have a Mohammed who has a large single target skill hit, or my largest single target skill hit. Next I have a commander that's going to reduce the healing that Richard is going to apply. Also I have El Cid, who is going to reduce the cast time of that heal and the damage that the march can put out. After that, I have a conquering commander. So the conquering talents are very powerful that they can reduce counterattack damage taken by 9%. And I'm putting that with a commander, that Ethelthred, who also further reduces counterattack damage by 8%, taking that to a 17% reduction of the damage this march is going to take if they're not the main march tanking. Of course, we also have Ethelthred's debuff, where we reduce defense, health and attack by 30%. Following that, I have a buff and debuff march. I have an expertise Joan, who's going to provide extra rage. Extra 200 rage will bring forward all of my commander's attacks. Also, I have the High Priest skill here, where the march is going to take 30% more damage and lose further rage. That's a further 150 rage over 3 seconds. Again, like El Cid is doing, putting off the attack. Lastly, I have a very weak march here that's definitely going to die pretty quick, but it's just carrying in Cleo, who's going to buff up the tier 3 and do a few heals. And let's take down this march. Off we go. We need to move everybody out of Richard's AoE, which reduces damage. A little heal from Cleo. And let's keep hitting. going well. Reduce the healing there from 5,000 down to 3,000. That's Cleo dead. And look at the rage bar on Frederick here. See how long it takes to fill up. So certainly reducing what he's putting out. Nearly down to 100k left. How are we doing on troops? We've failed over 60%. I'm not going to 3-star this for a while, but let's see if we can push past it. 84,000 left. Come on, let's keep going. Keep debuffing. Keep that 30% on. Keep reducing rage. And we're nearly finished. 45 seconds to go and 25,000 troops left. So we have a victory. Nearly done. Come on. Last 2,000. Last 1,000. Dead. So that's level 60 done. Another legendary head. And of course we've opened up the bonus levels, which is fantastic for more Ethelfled income. So instead of using brute force, here's just a reminder of the 7 things that we did in this video. We used Sun Tzu to reduce damage and tank. We used Thutmose to reduce healing, El Cid to reduce the skill damage, Ethelfled to reduce the defense, attack and health. Then we used Joan to buff our rage and our stats, Imop to increase the damage that they were taking and delay their skill, and then right at the end Cleo to mass heal. I hope this helps somebody past level 60.